in jail for legally growing medical cannabis and providing clones, to the information going back 50 years of how to grow more of this plant, how to overgrow the government. So I'm going to hand it over to Ed so he can say some words, but I just want you guys to know we are in the presence of greatness and true modern day activism, and take no prisoners, you know, no bullshit, fucking overgrow the government.
Danny, first I have a special announcement. You know, with the throngs of people here right at the stage, please don't try to storm the stage. It's not worth it. It just isn't worth it. Everybody will get a good view, so we can go on from there. Watch out. Okay. So it's a pleasure to be here, and the reason it's a pleasure to be here is because we are freely here. There's no shoulder to watch over. There's no cops just walking around out of curiosity. There are no felonies. There are no misdemeanors. We won. And that's why it's such a pleasure to be here. And I would say that in every state, every state, has its individual quirks and weirdness, but in every state, state after state, legalization is coming. And then with Delta 8 and THCA, basically cannabis is legal. It will be very hard to make cases, by the government to make cases. So, once again, let's all say it together. You out in the front, I want to hear it from you. And also the people in the back there. Ready? We won! Let's do it! We won! And nobody from government can hear that right now because nobody's here. That's pretty good. So that's why it's such a pleasure for all of us to be here, to affirm what we knew all along and took so long to make legal. 50 years of activism. People have come into the movement, worked and died before they got to see it legal. Thousands of them, maybe hundreds of thousands of them. But everybody who worked even a little bit on helping to make this legal, this is part of people's power. Overgrow the government. Thank you.
Just want to say it's almost 4:20, so get ready to light up and celebrate our certain level of freedom. I should say there's still a ways to go, of course. We want the plant to really be free. It is 4:20, so light up. But we want to make sure everybody has a seat at the table when it comes to cannabis, and the small farmers and the caregivers are all well taken care of, whatever system that we have.
Don't forget the home growers.
Yes, the home growers, which is really our passion, is to get you guys to plant a seed, to find new genetics, and we just scratched the surface of what this plant is capable of. So we need you guys to keep the fire going, keep the flame going, keep breeding new genetics and bringing new things to the table. But it all starts with planting a seed. So plant a seed first, keep that plant alive, and then start looking into things like living soil and regenerative farming and improving upon your growing medium year after year, using less and less inputs and letting the soil feed itself. Let the soil feed the roots and the mycelial strands and create that beneficial relationship in your soil and in your garden and you'll really ultimately do less and less work and have cleaner and cleaner cannabis. So I highly recommend looking into all the brewing your own teas, KNF, and all kinds of ways to use natural ways to create and consume this plant. And it's just really amazing to see, because you guys have such a long history of that here, cultivating activism and community around cannabis. So let's keep that going. Let's keep events like this happening, and farmers markets, and places where the small farmers and the family farmers can compete and bring an amazing clean product to the table. That's what I want to consume. That's what I want to have in my life, and I hope you guys too. So vote with your pocketbook, purchase the cannabis you want to see more of, grow the cannabis you want to smoke more of, and yeah, just keep the fire burning. Love it.
Once again, thank you for being here. It's a pleasure for both Danny and myself to be here. We're so impressed with how nice everybody is and how well we've been treated, and just everything about this. So let's have a good time. Thank you.
Yes, thank you, Legacy Michigan, everyone that put this together, Big Cloud, and all the vendors and sponsors. Ed and I have some books in the grow tent area. We can take some pictures, smoke some cannabis, and we've got books on growing, books on psilocybin, and all kinds of great stuff about this amazing plant medicine, this healing flower. Don't let anyone ever shame you into thinking you're doing anything wrong by using cannabis. This is a healing flower that is from the earth and here to help us, as well as other plant and fungal based medicines are. So let's get rid of the stigma around any of this, and teach people that cannabis is a lifesaver and a life enhancer. And if you replace other things like alcohol and nicotine and pharmaceuticals and opiates in your life with cannabis, you will add years to your life, and they will be better years. So please keep that in mind for family and friends and yourself. Thank you.
Thank you, gentlemen. Thank you, gentlemen. Once again, give a shout out to Ed Rosenthal and Danny Danko. Yeah.